Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the first match of the final week, Season 49. And we begin this week in Kyber 2 after a very rough week last week, but we are still a third of the way into Kyber 2 because we had a very successful 3-0 week to start this season, which brought us to the edge of Kyber 1. We were within, I think 60 skill points this time. We've done this in back-to-back seasons now, and we're hitting the upper limit of what my 5GL free-to-play roster can do. I'm going to do a really quick recap. We might not even look too much of this, of how my defense performed. You can see my opponents just kind of crushed what I had on defense. Even though these lower banners doesn't mean that my defense stopped them. It means they stopped playing because they knew that I couldn't clear. And that is more a reflection of what these final banners indicate. But check back in the previous video if you want to see me go into more detail on this. I think right now we're just going to scroll through some of this. You're just seeing that my opponents are not having any issue with the defense that I'm setting, and that by necessity I have to set some pretty weak defenses in order to have a strong offense to even have a chance at full clearing. This opponent here, this second match, I full cleared, but I didn't even come close in terms of banners. Just couldn't even touch him in that department. In the final match, this is another one I couldn't clear, and my opponent just gave up on. But you can see that we are getting some holds. But again, go back to the previous video if you want me to see me break this down a little bit more. You can just kind of glance at it this time. We're going to jump into today's bracket. For the final week of Grand Arena, we have a much more favorable bracket. This is one where I feel very good about. There's only 3 AGL players. There are another seven GL players, 3 7GL players, and 2 of us are at 5 GLs. You know what? I don't think I've seen in a while any 6 GL players. It's kind of, you got 5, 7, or 8, and a 6 GL player. I can't remember the last time I saw one, but I'm going to be one, I think sometime next season. I should have Lord Vader. But with my opponent, Solo YOLO, you can see he's got about 10k GP on me. Zetas, he is just only 2 more. My brain's not working right now. I can't speak or do math. The rest of these opponents, there's some smaller, weaker GP rosters, and one of them is a 7GL roster. 8 million GP, that's a very lean roster that I think is actually going to have some problems. In terms of Omicrons, this is kind of interesting. This is one of the strongest rosters in terms of Amis I've seen in a while. A lot of 20 plus, and even in the previous week where I was going up against some pretty crazy rosters, there's a number of people below 20 Amis. The one outlier here, maybe I'm going to show this just because it's such a crazy outlier. No, you know what? We're not going to. There's a guy off screen who has only 9 Omicrons. So that is an opponent who is probably topped out with what he's going to do. Probably just overly, or probably doesn't care too much about Grand Arena and just cares more about territory wars. I'm sure that's where his Omicrons are placed. With the relic units, my opponent has a small advantage, but a lot of players are kind of in that 160 range. This is a bracket that is a little lighter on relics, which means I've got some good opportunities here. And then with the depth, some shallower depth, but most people are pretty solid in that 200 plus range. Relic distribution, this is where my opponent shines. He's got 18 tier 8s, he's got 56 tier 7s. This is a very strong roster in terms of relics. In the rest of the bracket, there's actually some crazy guys. This guy Memphis here, it's got 48 tier 8s. That's at that quantity of tier 8s, you're going to see my roster struggle, and that's kind of more of what we were seeing the previous week. Mods, this is where I start doing a lot better, and this is what I'm used to seeing. This is not what we saw last week where I was one of the weaker modded rosters. Now I'm one of the top modded rosters, and you can see my opponent very slow on the top 25, very slow on the top 500s, and then the counts, only 15 25 plus mods, less than 100 of the 20 plus, when I've got almost 200, and then I've got over 100 more advantage on the 15 plus as well. So we're probably going to see me do pretty decently up against these kinds of mods, unless he is very targeted on where he is placing those mods. Now, what we see with the placement of averages is I am tied for second on the top 25 in terms of the bracket. There's one guy at 26.6, and with the top 500 averages, I'm number one, and that's usually what I'm expecting. Datacrons, I am number one in Datacrons, but my opponent's pretty good. He's probably number 3 or 4 with Datacrons. There's another guy who's solid but not great. Now with GLs, my opponent does not have Leia, so that's going to make things a little bit easier. If I scouted, I probably would have altered my defense in response to that, but I did not. There are 2 players without Leia, everybody with Jabba, 3 without Lord Vader, everybody with JMK and JML and Sith Eternal Emperor, and 2 of us without Rey or SLKR. So there's a guy off screen, Tomto, who's playing very similar to him. You can see he's got Plo Koon as his icon. Now, Amis, my opponent has a well-modded Malgus, faster than mine. Triple Amis there. He's got Raddus, Iden, Starkiller. His Omicrons are really solid here, actually. But what we're seeing is he's missing characters that I have. There's no Aphra on his roster. That's where we're seeing the different allocation in Omicrons. With the bracket, only 3 of us with Aphra, minority of players here. And we got Qui-Gon and Swolo. Everybody pretty much has a usable Swolo. Zoris are looking pretty good, although my opponent doesn't have one. And I do like how he's doing 69 on the characters he isn't using. That's a nice touch. There's half the bracket with Third Sister, CREX here, everybody but 1. And then Malgus, 1 player without entirely, and then another 2 without a usable Malgus. And then Drogon's kind of the same deal. 3 players without Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. We got Gas here at 300. We'll be looking out for him in a moment. And then in terms of Leviathans, my opponent is 4-star on Leviathan, 5-star Profundity. There's 1 player without either Leviathan or Profundity, and a 5-star Executor. That's nuts. I'm kind of surprised he's playing as well as he has. He's an AG. Is he an AGL? I need to know. No, he's a 7GL player. So he's probably doing really well in other arenas. And he's got a 5-star Malevolence? That's kind of crazy. And then I overlooked saying that there's only 3 of us with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. So there's a number of advantages that my roster has this week. So let's take a look at the details here. We know we're looking out for Gas, and I doubt he's going to be too deep on these mods. That's the wrong one. Hit the speed. We got 15, 20, 25. That's shallow. Not problematically shallow, but it's shallow. His Bosch is at 297. His Moff Gideon slow. CLS and Scout are slow. His CREX is a little slow. But Watts. But nothing hugely problematic. You can see like his Echo is good. He's got a number of other characters who are well modded. But this could help. And then with Fleet, we know he has a weaker Profundity and Leviathan, and cleared 2. Depending on what he said on defense, he could be done here. Profundity is I kind of think is the toughest Fleet right now, because you're either using a very reliable counter or you're going to struggle with it. And maybe I'll feel different about that now that I have higher relics on my Marauder, but I was finding that like the Negotiator counter was, when I've tried it, it hasn't been great, but I did have lower relics or even Gear 12 when I tested that. So it's something I need to continue playing around with, see if my feelings change on it. Well, let's get this started. Alright, let's get the potency going. It's fine. Let's bring our friend. He's going to take a turn right now and the torch is going to go off. I'm going to hold it back, which I might regret, but I might not. We'll have to see. Ooh, I like that Thrawn almost went down. Let's do this. Maybe I should have done it. I'm kind of surprised how many turns we've got. Okay, we will armor shred it. Alright, we will torture now. Alright, guards down. This should take out Thrawn. I think we're good. Alright, we'll get a little bit of protection. Okay, I'm feeling good. Let's do a little protection. And we're done. Awesome. I'm glad we went with it. And I didn't let the Cron scare me away. Alright, we're gonna head up top. I wanna do the GLs first. Just make sure things don't get messed up and then I need to find a cleanup or another way through it. Because you know sometimes BlueStack's been crashing on me lately. That's not the counter. Okay. Although I did roll back the update on the graphics card, and I think things have been more stable since. Alright, looks good. Okay, we'll reset cooldowns. Perfect. Everything's good so far. Eliminate Chrysanthemum. Can't be revived. Now we hit Bosch. Oh, did I was supposed to select JMK with the first special and I did not do it right, which is why my charge is not where it should be right now. We'll do it this time. We're gonna let that keep going. Alright, he takes the turn. Damage immunity off. I'm gonna keep charging. And we should be able to take out Bosch right now. Good. I'm gonna reset so we can start throwing the armor shred down. We're gonna be fully charged now. And now we'll get a bunch of assists as we go through and start trying to make quick work of Jabba. Alright, 2 armor shreds. I don't think we've triggered the damage immunity yet. There we go. Let's put healing immunity on him at least. Alright. There we go. We'll probably Sith Eternal Emperor, the Starkiller. We'll do a Qui-Gon Mirror. The other two, we'll do something serious up against Dash. Padme will figure it out later. But we're pretty safe to head down south. I think we don't have to worry about Leia. So I would think we're just going to use a Jedi Knight Rev encounter to Raddus. Because I think I'd like to keep Traya. Actually, you know what? I don't think we need to. Because he doesn't have Third Sister. So maybe we just keep this easy. Or maybe we use gas here. Let me look at the other two. All right, we got Dooku. We'll probably just troopers that. You know what? We got to do some testing. Let's not forget about testing. We do want to do some Grievous testing. Where do we want to do it? Maybe we go to the back wall, then we'll consider the Grievous testing. But we'll do. All right. I think I got an idea. We're gonna do gas here. I just feel like saving Traya. What if I saved the CREX team and we did Arc and Echo, and then let's look for a light side Cron of what? No, I think we just do offense stacking. No, we're just gonna do Traya. The reason being, like, even though gas should be fine, if I'm thinking about holding back CREX, I think we just do this. I didn't leave Grievous on defense, did I? Oh man, I think I did. I don't think we can do stab testing. I think I forgot to take Grievous off of defense. That's disappointing. Alright, let's do this. I should be attacking other people. I'm just gonna annihilate Raddus. Doing any damage is useless. Let's hit Jin. Alright, take out Raddus. Alright, hit Jin. There's one. Sure. Why not? Eliminate Jin. Alright. Now for the next one. Let's just double check that I actually don't. I'm sure. Yeah, I messed up. Grievous is on defense. Well, you know what? Let's just do Grievous right now. If we're going to forget, then, and we don't need to worry about using Savage elsewhere, we could Savage solo this, or we could Wampa solo it. You know what? Let's Wampa this. Yeah, I think we're going to Wampa. Or do I want to use Wampa elsewhere? My only concern is that up against, like, Iden, I might regret this decision. No, I'm not going to regret it in this match. I'm just not going to have the issues. But I might wish I hadn't. No, it's just basic. Okay. What if we hit Droideka right now? Because Droideka's... We're not going to have a lot of opportunities to hit Droideka, so let's maybe take them when they're here. Okay. I think that's good. Newt's down. Okay. There we go. I love Savage so much. I just usually I auto this, and I think because Droideka knew we were around, I decided to play it out. But I also I didn't mind at all. It was just nice. If you hear that sound, it is a dog snoring on my lap, and it is quite nice. All right, let's... Oh, you know what? We have a number of new things this week. I'm just remembering that I also have, like, one of the changes I have this week is... Can this work, please? I added relics to the Bagman here. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Zerg. Let's see here. Dark Side. Do I want... no, I don't want that. Because I've done that before, and I actually didn't like it as much on when Jango's around. Because, yeah, let's just do it. Because since you have to let Jango take turns, you actually leave yourself a little vulnerable while your defense converts to offense. Well, let's burn through these guys quick. Actually, you know what? Just kind of want to do it right now. But I know he's going to counter. He's going to counter anyway. What am I doing? It doesn't really matter either way, but... There we go. Take your turns. I'm really disappointed in myself about that Grievous oversight. Normally, I would have done a stream and I would have remembered, but I haven't done a stream in a few weeks just because of work. I'm going to return to doing them after I get past these deadlines. Okay, come off. It's just auto. What am I doing? What kind of nonsense do we have to cover? I don't know if I have much. I haven't really been... Yeah, I've been working. I guess the nonsense that I've been watching is There's a British game show called Taskmaster. You can watch it on YouTube, and I've watched a bunch of it. It's light, it's fun, I like it. Was this pause the last battle? I think I misclicked on some stuff. All right, we got Ray Swolo and we've got Malgus. We're fine. We'll do a little. We'll figure it out. Let's just do the standard stuff first. But I think I messed up our recording a battle, so I apologize. But I feel like these clicks are being a little unresponsive. Not that. Okay. Finn. Interesting choice. Alright, we'll dispel on Ray. Try and land. Yeah, my clicks are not reacting. I think that's why I may or may not have made a mistake. Yeah, there's like a weird delay in some of my clicks. Okay, let's keep going. Alright. We'll hit Finn. Take that hit. Let's try and land some stuns again. We'll get rid of the crit hit immunity on Swolo. Throw down a couple more staggers. And then get back to, yeah, there, I just clicked twice before we got a reaction. So that's probably why we may have had an error in the recording. I'll just have to pay more attention to, you know, I'm just going to stop pausing between battles. I pause between some battles just to minimize having to edit stuff after. I'm just going to have to be more, make sure things are recording. You just gotta be a little careful. Alright, let's dispel. Alright. We'll just do basics until this comes off. Okay, good. This should do it. Alright, Malgus will be a little Jedi action. This has been working fine. I just need to be a little careful in how I play it. But I'm not going to change how I play it. That looks good. Okay. Well, basic. And we will throw down an armor shred on Marauder. Buffs to Cal. That's fine. That's good. Well, basic. Alright, basic. And we are going to give... What does the target get? Does the target get anything different? I'm just asking somebody to assist. Let's put an ability block onto Malgus. Okay, now's our chance to do some damage to Talon. So we'll basic here. We're gonna armor shred. We stun her. We'll dispel on Malgus, and now we gotta try and take her out. Okay, let us... I missed? I mean, I shouldn't have done that anyway. I should have called the other ability. Don't go under stealth. Okay. Alright, she's gone. Now we can eliminate Malgus, and now we're done. I think I did back-to-back armor shreds with Cal, which you're not supposed to do, because I wouldn't have landed an armor shred. The dodge negated it regardless, but I made a mistake. Okay. Good. So now we got a Rolo with a Leia Cron, which is nothing. We've got... You know what we're going to do here? I'm going to show you a thing I like to do. This is JTR. This is an easy JTR. Let's grab a light side Cron. I think we are going to do stacking offense. Because JTR is a hard counter to Savage. But we might just blow Savage up anyway. No. No blowing up. Alright, we will stealth. Because we don't want any debuffs or things to happen to JTR. And we are going to... Yeah, everyone else is going to stealth. Savage won't because he's going to be forced into taunting by his resilient defense. It's called... Is that what it's called? Resilient defense? Resilient... Yeah, resilient defense. Alright, we're going to... conflagration everybody else. And another hit, more conflagration. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, we'll hit Sidious. Ooh. Big hit. Alright. This should do it. Goodbye. Okay. This is why I love Savage and why I'm always saying, like... Or not Savage. This is why I always love Swolo and why I'm saying, like, he's a great character regardless. There's this attitude within the community of he's useless and only work on him if you have Ray. You don't need to have Ray. Does Nisa stop Nest? You know, I don't know. It looks like she does. All right, let's head up top. We'll look at the best remaining team, and that's where we're going to use... Oh, I guess... Do I want to do that now? Maybe I don't mean the best... Maybe the second best remaining team, because we got to figure out where we're going to use Zerg. Yeah, we're going to do it here. It's the best remaining team, and it looks like it works. So let's look at remnants. We have new relics here, like Moff Gideon is a new relic this week. Well, actually, I guess both of them are. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon and Moff Gideon. Scrap. Wait, I know I have it. Is it on defense? Oh my god. It's on defense. Let's do it anyway. Let's see what happens. Let's just grab this Empire Cron. Can't even take advantage of all the changes I made this weekend. Alright, let's, I guess, do this. Okay, nice. I'm gonna go hit Starkiller, but I was somewhat tempted to do both. Yeah, let's do this. Honestly, this might be good. Yeah, I think this is good news. This is very good news. Maybe I should try this without a Cron. Because is this because we have all that extra offense? Because we did do... What is the level 3 ability here? So debuff, crit chance stacking. Okay. I mean, the fact that we're winning this and we didn't need the level 9 ability, that's good. That's good to know. That's valuable information. Because we don't want to be in a situation where we're using a level 9 Cron and we don't really know what the squad can actually do. That's great. Alright, we're going to Jedi. This is what you've been seeing me do this all season. This is Qui-Gon, my boy Kelleran, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Alright, there's my assist. Armor Shred. take the hit. Make sure Qui-Gon goes down. Good. That's bad. Is this evadable? Wait, did I say dispel buffs? Dispel debuffs. No, that's useless. Attack again. We're doing that one. Do it. Good. We got it. We can die now. We're going to do this, but we're going to die. Kelleran's going to be so good when I have him at 7 stars. I want to have him at relics. Alright, do we have any more testing we can do, or did I mess it up with everything on defense? Alright, let's just wrap things up. I think we're just going to be in overpower mode. Oh, do we have... We'll check in a moment. If I have Mandalorians, that's something to test. Do I have Mandalorians, or are they on defense too? We'll do something with Mandalorians. Not this. Can I just auto? Maybe I'm not going to auto. Maybe I'm going to respect somebody here. So armor shred on dash. Boom. Take him out. Eliminate Han, because he's got the Cron, and then Nest will go down to whatever. When would Bad Batch... Is Bad Batch end of this month, or is it like... It's gotta be next week or something. I know it's this month. It's just... I'm just kind of done. I think we're just gonna go in overpower mode. Usually, I don't like to overpower. I like to explore other teams and other ways of beating things, get some practice in. I just kind of feel like being done. Alright, we're just gonna auto a bunch of stuff. As we watch some movie trailers. We got what? Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I gotta get caught up on that one. I didn't watch the last one. I really like the movies. I want to. I like Matthew Vaughn. I like his stuff. I don't know if he's doing the latest one. I would kind of be surprised if he is. That's something worth looking into. And then, is the Wolverine one, the Deadpool Wolverine. I was kind of hoping for more out of that trailer. I'm excited for the movie, but the trailer wasn't really showing us stuff we don't know. I was kind of wanting more. I think we're going to Mando Chirpa, and I might regret this. Because I think they're going to rip me up. They're just going to rip me apart. We're not going to do it. I respect Nisa, and they got this Chirpa Cron. I think we're going to... Let's just Wampa this. Alright, auto. There's, what, Madame Web. I think that came out... today? I don't know, people have seen it already. So it must have come out like today or something. Obviously it's gonna be terrible. I haven't watched, or I obviously haven't watched it. I don't watch things all that quickly these days. I doubt it's as bad as what I'm hearing. I'm sure it's just gonna be campy schlock that I think people are going to like, because Morbius wasn't that bad. Morbius is a bad movie, but it's very watchable. Okay, Mandos. Let's do a little Beskar Mando. Let's grab a little Grogu, and let's grab Paz. That's a squad. I almost took Paz to relics this week, but I decided I wanted to do more testing at lower levels. What does this do? Call. Okay, I like that. Would you have to get rid of Han first? Maybe I should have done Ewoks. No, Ewoks. Nisa would have killed Paz. No shot. Oh, they both got counter. I'm gonna basic. I don't like it. They're just gonna counter. And he's gonna die. I'm gonna basic. I wish I could keep him alive. Alright, he's gonna die. Alright, let's do this. Nothing. Alright, let's just auto. It's not a proper squad. He shouldn't even be the leader with them. Like, I think that's more like... Oh, I guess not even really much of a 3v3 team. Bo would be better. Are we just gonna wrap this up? Yeah, let's just wrap this up. Let's get the fleet. Why am I doing this? Let's do clones. And then I'll wake up a sleeping dog and take her for a walk. Okay. Let's clean up Kiadi Mundi and hit fleet. It's just whatever. How badly are you guys gonna do? Come on. You guys can do it. It's just Kiadi Mundi without a leadership. Oh my god. You guys are struggling way too much up against this. Oh my god. Jeez. Maybe I'll start doing things like that more. Alright, we got an Executor, a Leviathan, and a Hux. Alright, I think we're gonna Leviathan Mirror. Alright, we'll basic, we'll drop this. How do I want to play this? I'm just going to play it as if it's a stronger one. Okay. You know what? I don't know why I did that. It was actually a really dumb thing to do. Okay. We still haven't done it yet. Yeah, I just it was a dumb thing to do, and I don't know what's going through my head in the moment, and I just got lucky. It's just something you shouldn't do. It's something I do in Fleet Arena, and it wins all the time in Fleet Arena, but I'm not playing this same level of opponent. And he's not setting down his fleet in the same way my opponents in Fleet Arena do. It's not going to change anything, but it was a dumb thing to do. Up against this 5-star Leviathan. Oh my god, can we just please get through this thing? How are we still working on this? Usually it's been long gone. Alright, there's a shock. Here's another AoE and more damage. There. Jeez, that took forever. Alright, good. Finally. Okay, there's one. We're gonna hit auto in a second. Actually, let's hit this here. Burn through a bunch of stacks. Okay. That's an example of how not to play this counter. But when you have the advantages, it doesn't matter. But that could have been 1.5 the time if I just played that normally. Alright, we're going to Empire this. Use the Chimera counter, or not the Chimera counter, the Leviathan counter. This is a Leviathan counter. Play it the exact same way. Alright, we're going to hit Foresight, target lock, clear the Foresight, take him out, whatever. We're going to bring out the Defender. I'm going to stun Razor Crest. This is what I've done in the past. This works up against triple attacker or not. I keep him alive. Remove turn meter. Dispel. Remove turn meter. That's fine. Now we're going to buff immunity. Cleanse everybody. I kind of don't... I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to feed turn meter, but I kind of don't want to, and I might regret it. He's just going to use his basic. We're going to do it like this. I'm already not sure if I feel like this is what I should be doing. Because we're going to take, I guess we're going to take out Houndstooth without having to worry about it. Okay, and now we got the alt. Clicked on the Defender to give it full turn meter. There we go. Just a great counter. Just crushes it, either version. Now we're going to do comeuppance testing. Now we will, I guess I don't need to do this. I have it built. Everybody, I think, is a Gear 12 pilot, or pretty close to it. There goes my pen. Yeah, everyone's a Gear 12 pilot. Let's make sure we actually put the comeuppance in here, because I have not updated the preset. Do I want young Lando in here? Let's just do it. Oh my god, was I paused again? Did I mess up? I gotta check where my cuts are. Maybe we were, maybe we didn't lose a battle. I hope I didn't lose a battle again. We got a weird lag going on with my clicking. Alright, let's dispel, remove turn meter. We're gonna do this basic. Sith fighter. You have the Leviathan. Alright, we are going to... Oh, man. We'll bring him out. Crushing it. This is a pretty nice response. I think we need to start giving this ship a more of a challenge. That crushed it. Okay, I'm gonna fix my defense and we'll do more testing in the rest of the week. A little disappointing to have messed it up because I did put the Omicron on stop, but yeah, we got the win, and we might have another shot at a 3-0 week. I'm hoping we can pull off a second 3-0 week. 2 3-0 weeks in a season would be great. Although I think that's going to be highly unlikely looking at the quality of opponents that are in this bracket. But we will certainly shoot for it. Video. We should have my updated video. Yeah, I'm going to put that out first. Is the roster update video right there for what I made for this week at Grand Arena. Thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.